Namaste. A quick practice for you as I can't go live today as I'm on a course. So let's just take it nice and simple. Pressing into the earth with the feet, separating the toes. Press the toes down to the mat. Little toe, middle toe, big toe. Come up onto the balls of the feet. And then come to the heels and press down into all four corners of the feet. Big breath in here as you lift the palms up into Utthita Tadasana. And exhale, bring your hands to prayer. Inhale, draw space. Exhale, hands to prayer. Breath in as you lift up. Exhale, let the oxygen flow through to all the cells of the body. Let's do a few more of these. Inhale, Utthita Tadasana. And exhale. Namaskar. Breath in here. And exhale. Now we're ready to do Surya A. Inhale, Utthita Tadasana. And exhale, micro bend in the knees, separate the knees away from each other. Uttanasana. Keep your knees bent if that helps the lower back, or if you want to, walk the feet to stimulate the back of the knees, the hamstring. Breath in here as you lift up halfway, and exhale, bow forward. And then inhale, coming all the way up, Utthita Tadasana. And exhale, hands to prayer. Let's try Warrior 1 to Warrior 2, etc. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhale, bowing forward. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, step or jump into Chaturanga. Knees, chest, chin to the mat. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walking the feet. Separate the feet, hip width apart. Rotate the upper arm bones. Press down into the mounds of the hands. Press down onto the hands. Lift up onto the toes. And exhale, bring those hips up. Inhaling. And exhaling. Breath in. And breath out. Can you feel your heels gravitate towards that, creating a stretch in your hamstrings? Inhale here. And exhale. Now inhale, bring the right foot up. And then exhale, bring your right foot to meet your right wrist, Now pivot on the back foot for Warrior 1, lifting up into Warrior 1. Breath in here. And as you exhale, can you draw your shoulder blades back? Can you stretch back onto the outer corner of the back foot? Can you bend your front leg? And can you twist and rotate your hips a little bit? Come back onto the right hip. And so your left hip is coming forward into Warrior 1. For stability, don't forget to straighten out on the back leg. And press down into the mount of the outer edge of the back foot. And then can you slowly bend that front knee while you separate the back foot away and straighten that back leg. Inhale here. And exhale, draw your shoulder blades back, palms away from each other. Inhale and exhale, floating down. And bring that back foot to meet the front. Uttanasana. Take palms and then just place the palms on the outer edge of the elbows and rock from side to side a little bit. And then let's just hang out here. Take a breath in as you lift and lengthen. And exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, come up, Utthita Tadasana. And exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, palms up. Exhale, micro bend in the knee, folding forward. Inhale halfway, and exhale, step into Chaturanga. Knees, chest, chin to the floor, Bhujangasana. Inhale, just a couple of micro movements here as you look forward, lifting up with the back. And exhale, come forward. Inhale, lift in, lengthen. And exhale, lower down. Now inhale into your upward facing. Bring your hips, thighs, pelvis off the mat. Inhale here. And exhale. Step into downward dog. Walk the dog. Just find your space here. Rotate the upper arm bones. Press down into the hands. Lift up through the thighs. And exhale. Press, press, press down with the heels. Breath in. And exhale. Might want to do a blow it here. Or exhale through the mouth. Whatever feels good for you, just let that energy out. Let it flow out. Inhale here. And exhale. Press down onto the heels. Another breath in as you lift up with the left foot. And then exhale, bring that left foot to meet the left wrist. Now pivot on the back foot. Come up into warrior one. Press down into the outer edge of the back foot, straighten the back leg, and you inhale here, and as you exhale, slowly, slowly bend that front leg. Don't overexert bending the leg, you just want that little bit of a micro movement. Press back onto the back foot, straighten the back leg, lift up that back thigh. And then exhale here, pressing your hips, your right hips forward as your left hips gravitate towards the back of the room to square in front of you for warrior one. Now lift up here, inhaling. Exhale, draw the shoulder blades back, look up, inhale. And exhale, float the hands down to the mat and bring that back foot to meet the front. And then we'll hang here a little bit. Inhale here, and exhale, big exhale. Blubber lips. And we're in Uttanasana. Now I'm going to take us straight into chair pose. Okay? No, I'm not. We're going to come up first. Let's bring our head up slowly. And then bring our palms up to the sky. And exhale. Remember, exhale through the mouth. Like cheeky little tip here, I'm going to teach us lion's breath. So, hands on your hips. Breath in as you lift up. And exhale through the mouth. Now, what we're going to do is on the inhale, we're going to look up and scrunch the eyes. And inhale, take a big shot of air. And on the exhale, I want you to open up the tongue and open the mouth wide as you look up. I'll demonstrate. This is lion's breath. So inhale, draw the breath in, scrunch your eyes up. And exhale. Lion's breath. Inhale. Draw the oxygen in. It's good to bring it in through the teeth. Exhale, lion's breath. Inhale. Trust. And exhale. Every last breath out. And that should wake you up a little bit. Get rid of some of that apana. Breath in as you lift up here. Tadasana. And exhale. Can you sit onto your heels? Separate your knees slightly. Bring that tailbone in. But press down into the heels. 40% capacity, balls of the feet. But 60% capacity on the weight of the heels. So you're firing up the quads. You're pressing down into that seat. Inhale. And then exhale, sit as far as you can. And then inhale, come up. And exhale, hands by your side. Okay. Let's do that again. Yeah. Inhale, Uttanasana. I somehow really like that word. And exhale, sitting down into your Utkatasana. Press that tailbone in, press down onto the heels, lift up through the thighs, but press as far as you can onto the heels so you really fire up those quads. Bring your fingertips up at a 45-degree angle, roll your shoulder blades back, stretch up through the fingertips, inhale, and exhale, come up. Let's do a little bit of side angle stuff. Prasarita Padottanasana? Why not? Let's do Prasarita. So, why am I urging myself to do triangle instead of Prasarita? So, I'm freestyling as you can see. I'm sure you're enjoying it by now. Separate the feet, 4 feet apart. Lift up through the thighs. Bring that tailbone in. Reach up through the hands. And exhale, separate the arms out.
Bring those shoulder blades down, stretch out through the fingertips, rotate that right foot out 90 degrees and rotate the left foot out in 10 degrees. Press down onto the back foot, straighten that left thigh, and then exhale. Slowly, 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 slowly come over to your right. And then when you want to place the outer edge of the right hand on the inside of the right shin or thigh or knee joint, depending on your capacity. Reach up, looking up over your left thumb. Inhale here and exhale, come up. And now let's go with the other side. Rotate your left foot 90 degrees and rotate your back foot in 10 degrees. Press down into the back foot, lift up through the thighs, inhale here, and exhale, lean over to your left. And when you can't lean any further, place the outside of the left hand onto the inside of the right shin, knee, thigh. Inhale here, and exhale, rotate, looking up at your right thumb. Exhale, twist that torso up towards the sky. Breath in, and breath out. And release. Okay, now, warrior two, and then who knows? Okay, rotate that right foot out. Rotate that left foot in 10 degrees. Bring your palms up and out to either side. Roll the shoulder blades down, stretch out through the fingertips. Inhale here, and as you exhale, can you bend your right knee? Make sure your knee is stacked over the ankle joint and you can see your big toe and that you've got a lovely, perfect, I hate this bit, the alignment of the legs, just, yeah, groovy. And then stretch up through the left thigh, but pressing down into the outer corner of the back foot. Inhale here, and exhale, separating the mat away from you. Inhale, reverse, and exhale, come up into your warrior two. And let's go to the other side. Turn it around to the other side. 90-degree angle with the left foot, 10-degree angle with the right foot. Inhale here, separate the palms, roll the shoulder blades down, stretch out through the fingertips, press down onto the bound of the outer corner of the back foot. Inhale here, and exhale, press and bend that left knee. Reach up. Roll the shoulder blades back and down and bring that tailbone in, and on the exhale, can you separate the mat as if you're pulling it apart, okay? Inhale here, and as you exhale, bending that knee but keeping that right leg straight. Breath in. Inhale, bring that palm up and exhale. Let's windmill the palms down into a vinyasa. So, bring those feet back, chest. Really shouldn't be teaching yoga when I'm not. 10 years I think it's been. Okay. Shall we all meet in child pose and then do a pigeon and then go home? Yeah, go home. Right, separate the knees for child pose. And then lower down onto your elbow.